Hello and welcome to Tech Feedback. My name is Annie.
And I'm Scott. And this is the show where we look at your responses to our videos and comments and answer them. Like this one, it's a video response from Andrew Michael from the Stupid Apps of the Week, where I talked about Unicorn Apocalypse, App Nightstand, and Toilet Time Pro. So take it away, Andrew.
Hi, Scott and Annie. I was wondering what you thought the next breakthrough app would be.
I actually think the next breakthrough app is going to be Ridiculous Fishing. It's a game. It's I believe it's $2.99 in the App Store right now. It's kind of like Tiny Wings, and it's this addictive little indie game. You're a 8-bit fisherman. You fish for fish, and you try and catch them all. It's like Pokemons, and then you shoot them with a gun. It's really fun.
Pokemon's your favorite.
Oh, yeah. No, but this game is awesome. I think it's gonna be like Tiny Wings, where it takes over Angry Birds and sits on top of the charts for a while.
I thought Tiny Wings was so overrated.
Well,
that's just me.
I didn't. That hurt my feelings. All right, 148 Simmons wrote in saying, "Is this going to be a regular segment now?" I hope so. I mean,
there are a lot of dumb apps.
There are a lot of stupid apps, and there are a lot of weekends where we can cover stupid apps. So, yeah, it probably will be a recurring segment. I don't know if it'll be every week, but it's something that you and I both like to crap on apps.
Yeah. All right, next up we have a lot of responses to our Tactus episode.
Yes.
This is where we showcase the technology where physical buttons actually rise out of the surface of your phone or tablet. It's pretty cool. Real Daryl wants to know, do you know if they have any deals in place with manufacturers to get this tech out into shops? You know, unfortunately, that's not something they could share with us at this point.
Right.
They're still in kind of prototype mode.
Right.
But yeah, companies, you know, will often keep that information close to the vest, understandably. So I don't know. I'm sure they're working on that this year, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yes.
Samuel Roberts writes, the idea is great, but in practice, who would actually pay for that? It's too niche. Only tech people would be interested, and I imagine a lot of us wouldn't pay for it. I love my touchscreen. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people still really like physical buttons. You know, maybe BlackBerry users or, you know, people like physical keyboards. Yeah. So, yeah, I think a lot of people would go for this as long as it works well.
Totally, BlackBerry users.
Yeah. Next up, this was pertaining to our Explore the World with Google Maps episode, where we showed you that now you can go to some amazing places on Google Maps, like Mount Kilimanjaro, and also some less amazing places like alleys in Manchester, where people are receiving certain favors. And we had a long discussion before this on what euphemism to use for that particular act.
HJ. Digital manipulation, digital assisted masturbation.
I don't know if we can actually say these things.
Handy.
You get the picture. Whatever Max writes, I want to explore underground.
Whatever Max. You know, Google actually went under the sea. There's Google Maps for under the sea, but I think he's like.
I'm not sure that's what he's referring to. But
yeah. I think he wants underground. I think he wants to go underground. Look at the Ninja Turtles doing the same illegal kind of.
Speaking of illegal,
turtle paws.
We did an episode on kids doing illegal things on YouTube. This was this kind of spate of kids, you know, posting videos of themselves reviewing tobacco products and doing things that are illegal, and it's, you know, pretty stupid. You can get in trouble for that stuff. So Jimmy Nguyen writes, honestly, I like seeing kids getting caught doing illegal stuff because they post it on YouTube. It's Darwinian.
It sure is. Yeah. Kids are dumb.
Do you think you would have done that when you
Absolutely.
were when you were like 15?
Would have. Oh God, I totally would have. I messed around with not really illegal, but I would always mess around with drive-through windows, and kids do that today with the coning stuff. I could totally imagine myself doing that now if I was a teenager and posting it to YouTube. I don't know about illegal, but I would have posted some really stupid stuff on there. Really stupid stuff.
Robble Wobble writes, don't do illegal things at all. This is in all caps. This should be the lesson to be learned.
Yes.
Yes.
Hence
you know, it depends on if it's a victimless crime. I don't really care as much. You can jaywalk all day. But dip spit, you know, it is illegal. It's also gross. Yeah. I've tried it before.
Oh.
I did not vomit.
What was that
Unlike this sissy boy in the video who was talking about how it's gross.
Yeah, I've never done it before, so I wouldn't. I don't want to try it.
Yeah.
Like the closest I got was Big League Chew, and even that was kind of disgusting. So that was it. Oh, that.
Do you still make that?
Yeah, that and that like shredded beef jerky that just looks like the bottom of a hamster cage, and you're like, oh yeah, it's good, delicious. Next up was my rant against hashtags and Facebook. Facebook is thinking about adding hashtags, just like Twitter. We got a video response from Abe, so let's check it out, Abe.
Do you guys think that Facebook is trying to imitate Google Plus or act like Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I think Facebook is just trying to stay in line with what the internet has become. And hashtags started on Twitter, but they've kind of become a convention for the internet at large. So, yeah.
That moves on to Mahoat, who's written in many times, star of the Tech Feedback. He wrote in, hashtag Tech Feedback, why did you suggest we forward a question to you using hashtags if you hate them so much?
I don't hate hashtags as much. It's just strictly because it makes it easier to spot. So when we go through the comments picking these out, it's just easier to
Also, if you go back and watch the very first video where I announced the hashtag feedback, I actually said something along the lines of, because hashtags aren't just for Twitter anymore, right guys? Because I really don't like them. Anyway, all right. Elliot Blythe wrote in saying, wait, are you guys next to the D News set?
We are indeed.
We are. The D News set is
same studio.
Same studio. The D News set is actually directly behind our set. Our set is on wheels. You can pull it out, push it off to the side, and yeah.
It's a very small studio.
It's a very small studio.
Not very
D News set is made out of wood. Ours is made out of styrofoam.
Next up, we have a video question from Nolan.
I was just wondering if we could meet the rest of the people that are going to do the behind-the-scenes work on the Tech Feed News show.
Yes, Nolan, you can meet the rest of the TFN team. Let's just run down real quick. We'll do a more in-depth video at some point showing you guys what we do every day. Our producer is Lauren.
She's Canadian.
She's from Canada. She loves live music.
And skiing.
And snowboarding too.
Yes.
One of our associate producers is Todd. Todd loves sports. Todd is incredible at Etch-a-Sketch.
And he loves The Bachelor.
Yes.
Absolutely loves The Bachelor.
Our other associate producer is Chastity. Chastity has a wonderful singing voice.
Yes.
And she's auditioned for American Idol numerous times and actually advanced in it. Though never been picked because she's not crazy enough.
Yeah. Also loves Justin Timberlake.
Yes. Our editor is Frank. Frank is a former professional wrestler. True story.
Yes. He also, if you've seen the Today Show or other places recently about the Jedi Academy in San Francisco, he runs it. He's one of the Jedi Knights who can swing his little lightsaber all over the place. It's amazing.
He's an amazing man.
He's an amazing man, that Frank. Yeah.
And we also have our studio buds. One of them is Matt. Matt is wearing a plaid shirt today.
Yeah. Matt is also an officer in the Moose Lodge, the youngest officer in the Moose Lodge. It's crazy. I didn't even know they let people in their 20s in the Moose Lodge. But hey, got to get that next generation in there. And our final camera person, our camera woman, is Liz. She's never met Brad. She loves sports as well, and
she does a lot of work for our local sports team.
A lot of work. She's awesome. And finally, this is a response to last week's feedback video where we did the Google Hangout. Malkut Selfara. I hope I said that right. I mess it up every time. He said, I was hoping you guys would have given us some info on the personal phone call promotion this week. How many people are you calling? When do the calls start? Also, just so you know, the sock is not an effective substitute for the Google condom. Well, maybe if it's a Google sock. All right. Way to derail at the end there. How many people are we calling? About 80?
80 people, yeah. We have quite a few people to call, so we're kind of working on coordinating that. We'll have more information for you. They're kind of figuring out, it takes a while to collect all the numbers and kind of consolidate everything. So I'm not sure when we're going to be doing that, hopefully in the next few weeks.
Yes, but it will happen.
But it is happening. We've not forgotten about it.
Answer your telephone call, Nick or Treat. Please. Also, if you have questions for us on Tech Feedback, please send them on video. If we use it on the show, you could get a Tech Feed t-shirt. Keep watching the shows. We'll be back in 4 hours. Subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, do all that kind of stuff. I'm Scott.
I'm Annie.
And we'll see you guys real soon. Like real soon.
Real soon.
I am gonna give you the best blowjay ever. Post kickflip.